Welcome back to another edition of the Down and Back with Corn Dog, presented by Octane Cornhole. I'm the Corn Dog. This week, we've got our league results coming in, the season 15 of KW Cornhole. We've got our Stash Bash results, Movember Stash Bash results. We've got awesome interview, Adam Hubbert, Peterbourgh Cornhole. They're starting up the end of the month here, so if you're in the Peterborough area, you want to go and check them out. We've got some new venues, some new cities starting up here in Ontario, possibly pretty soon. We've got some exciting stuff. Octane Cornhole, they're getting some positive feedback south of the border. We'll talk about that a little later on. So, league season 15 finished up. KW Cornhole. It came down to the final night. We had 4 guys that were going for it in the final. Jeff Shantz pulling it out. He pulled it out over top of Jamie Cowan finishing second, Corey Goldbeck finishing third, Scott Sullivan in fourth. Battle right to the end. I believe it was Jeff, Jamie, and Corey were all in the final 4 of that, and Jeff was able to pull it out. Stash Bash. Stash Bash was amazing. It was our biggest turnout we've had so far. 3rd anniversary of KW Cornhole. We had all started Stash Bash back a couple years ago, and we've just grown from there. We had record number of teams that were competing. It was our biggest turnout ever. People from a couple hours away driving to the tournament. We had Harley Darling came down from Port Perry. We had some guys from Toronto. We had Cole Vivian, big thrower out of around in the Barrie area. He was down to play. We had Adam Hubbert was down, like we were going to have that interview with him. He was down from Peterborough. Just some great cornhole action with people from kind of little more than just a little right in our central area. Other areas coming into play. It was just a great day all around. So with that, we had our advanced singles winner, Scott Sullivan, picked up the win there. Our social singles winner was George Vargas out of Toronto. He came down through pretty good. Our advanced doubles was Scott Sullivan, pick up the win there with his partner Jeff Shantz. They had a great tournament. Our competitive doubles, again, this team threw great at our Oktoberfest toss. Pete, Braden Lamanto, they're going to be coming up. They've also had Pete kind of give me a little bit of info of what's going to be happening with him, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later on as well. Our intermediate doubles winners were Kylie and Kim Pohl, and then we've got our blind draw. Our blind draw was Jeff Shantz and Matt Plyle winning that. Like I said, it was just a great tournament. Some really great games that were thrown, and it was just fun to be at. And hopefully, we're going to grow and just and become from there. So with that being said, we're going to get to our interview portion right now. Matt Hubbert, Peterborough Cornhole, here on the Down and Back with Corn Dog, presented by Octane Cornhole. Here this week on the Down and Back with Corn Dog, presented by Octane Cornhole, we got Adam Hubbert, Peterborough Cornhole. You guys are just starting up here, coming the end of the month. How are you getting started? How did you get your start in cornhole?
So basically, we go to the spring NASCAR race, Talladega. And the one year, 2009, we went in the fall race, and we were camping next to these guys, and they had this game, and they asked us if we wanted to play, and we said, how do you play? What's the rules? They told us, and we spanked them, and they couldn't believe we never played before. They thought we were sharks, and they wouldn't play with us again all weekend. So that was our first experience with cornhole. Came home, built our own set of boards, and just started playing in the backyard, and then from there we have an annual tournament every year in our driveway. We've got started out with about 10 guys, and now we're up to about 45 people that come every year. And so basically we came to tournament here in St. Clements in September. Met Matt, met Jamie, and got talking to them, and figured out it was something that we'd like to kind of take to a little bit bigger level. And so went home and started researching and looking around for a place where we could play inside, and finally found a spot that would hold us and still be able to have a few beers at the same time. And so that's basically how we got started.
So like I've mentioned in other podcasts, that you're starting, I believe it's the 27th?
27th, yeah. So it's going to run every Wednesday night, 6:30 to 9:30. we're going to start off with a blind draw, just kind of see how many people we get out. We may change the format afterwards, but for now, just a blind draw, just so we can split up levels of competitiveness. There's on our street alone, we've got guys that have been playing for years. We've gotten pretty good, but there's also some people who want to come and try it who've never played before. So we're going to kind of pair them up and go from there. So
because you got Trenton University there, if I'm not mistaken, that you can,
Trenton
draw
University.
for. And just even like I've even tried to spread the word in Trenton and Belleville for you as well too. It's still a little farther away, but just in case you have tournaments or whatever.
So we have Sir Sanford, which is actually a 5-minute walk from where we're playing. So Sir Sanford Fleming's a college as well. So basically, we're gonna advertise light at first. The space that we have isn't huge. Kind of see what kind of draw we get from that, and then if we find we have room to expand it, then we'll start advertising a little bit more. But for now, like just alone on our street where we live, we've already got about 20 people who are looking to play every week. So on top of that, so even if we get another 10 or 15 players out, you're looking at 35, 36 players. That's a pretty good night. So
exactly, it's just a bonus. Just, like we get here, we'll get some good nights here that we've got 28. So and we're at the Edelweiss now. We're actually in the side room from our Movember tournament, and in this side room here we had two lanes set up. This is where we played our regular Monday night. Now we're over the 5 lane, so it's as you start going, that game's going to grow, and it's just you're just trying to get the new players on.
So. Well, that's exactly it. So, and the more people you can get introduced to the game, it's a good time had by all.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So, and you can be any level of athlete to play this game. Like right from the guy who works out every day to the guy who sits on his couch all day. Yeah. So.
Yeah, well,
that's what I like about it, right?
And that's exactly like I said with our last podcast here. That those new players come out, just as long as they're not afraid to play other players, because you're gonna win, and it's there's gonna be that odd time because like we've said all the time, anyone can play, anyone can win at any time.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and that's the best part about this game. Some days I'll throw and I can't hit the board. Other days I can't miss a hole.
Yeah.
So
and I got my same start as you did, except I was down in Charlotte, and it's just you're playing against those guys at those races, and it's just you're just sitting and drinking and playing for almost 24 hours. It seems like at times. So
the one thing I do find in these tournaments where it's a little more competitive is the focus. It's the laser focus. Like you're playing against guys who can also hit the hole every time or hit the board. Yeah. You start spraying all over the place. You can start to get a little flustered. And then it even makes your game worse. So these types of tournaments actually make your gameplay better because it helps you focus and gives you a different type of focus than you would be playing in your backyard or playing in the driveway. So
and then plus you also get that chance to see if those guys, they do have that odd time where they're going to spray it off the board as well too.
Yes.
So it's it's normal just to do that.
Right. Yeah. So. Well, and that's you watch the videos, the guys playing on ESPN. And they're showing hole, but they don't show the videos of the guy who missed the board by 2 feet going for an airmail, right? They don't show those videos, but so you're always trying to get better. That's basically where we are now. So we'll start our league, and we'll get better and just keep coming to tournaments, and we'll have some of our own tournaments. We're looking at doing a Daytona 500 tournament as well. I think it's Family Day weekend this year. So it'd be on the Sunday, basically come, be able to watch the race, and then play cornhole all day, have some drinks, just make a big fun day of it. So
actually, I heard you talk about that before. That piqued my interest. So it's I think I might be traveling down the 401 down to Peterbourgh just to check that one out.
Yep. Yeah, no, that should be a good time. We usually always have a big Daytona party, but we never throw any bags. It's winter time, right? So but we always get together, have a good time, so throwing bags it just makes it a little better.
Okay, so thanks for this time. We'll let you get back out. I know we got some more games to play here, but hopefully we'll be making the trip down to Peterborough and checking you guys out.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks.
Okay, I want to thank Adam for that great interview. We kind of got that in between some games. You could hear the bags thrown in the background there from the weekend. Definitely, if he has that Daytona 500 tournament, I'm already there. I've already told him that. Like I said, I'm there. I'm down with that. So also on the weekend there, we able to talk to some other people. Like I said, I talked to Pete Lamanto there, and sounds like they're possibly starting up in Dundas, Ontario soon. I think he's got a venue. He's just kind of working out some stuff from there. Found out that we've also got some leagues starting up. A league going to be starting up in Orangeville, possibly. They're just looking for some more players to play there and a venue to play there, and that should also be another great time. So it's 2 more venues coming up that we could be playing some more cornhole at here in Ontario, which will put us up to, I think we're going to have like 8 leagues playing in Ontario then, which is great because, like I said, 3 years and from when we've started to now, these other 8 leagues. Hearing there's also a league happening in Woodstock. We've seen it within the if you use the Scorholio app, got another league that's happening in Essex. We haven't had a chance to have much dealings with them. I know Matt Plyle has talked to some of them, and hopefully we can get them on board, get some down to some of our tournaments, us going to some of their tournaments. But they've got, I think I looked, they had like a great 20-team league on their league night, so that's a great thing for them. Octane Cornhole. I don't know if you follow Matt's stuff with Octane on his Facebook page, but they're getting some reviews down from south of the border, and been some pretty rave reviews right now. We're waiting to see. I think tonight you're watching here starting on Friday, but Thursday night he's got some ACL pros that are going to be trying out the bags for their league night down in Kentucky, and we can't wait to hear what they have to say about the Octane bags, the Apex, the Nitro, the Clutch, and the hole shots. We know what we play with them around here. We know what they're like, but it's just great to be able to see the feedback from some people down south of the border, and just even some other people in and around Ontario that have now started picking up using the Octane bags because they're a high quality bag. They're very comparable with some of the bigger manufacturers down in the States, and you don't have the big long wait that you may have with some of them, because you see everyone complaining about the long wait. You don't get that with Octane. You can go with that, get the same quality bag sooner. So check out OctaneCornholeGear.com. Check out if you go through the link, remember, I think it's still up. If you go through the link on the KW Cornhole website, CornDug15 gets you 15% off of all your Octane Cornhole gear, bags, whatever you need. Matt's got it for you there. So check that out. So getting back to our stuff here, we've got, it's exciting to get the new stuff around here, but we've got our established leagues. We've got new season 16 of KW Cornhole starting up here Monday night. We've got a new kind of system that we're going to be running here that we've kind of changed up, but check it out. Check out the website. Check out KW Cornhole Facebook page. Matt's kind of put some stuff on there about how we're going to be doing it, but it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. We've still got our Tuesday nights. Guelph is still running. Check that out. Louis on Lewis for that there. You can go check out, play there Tuesday nights. Stratford still going at the Legion on Wednesday nights. They're mid-season with that there. And same with Mitchell. Mitchell's now started up their season Thursday nights at the Mitchell Legion. And remember, we say seasons, but you don't have to play every night. You can still just come out and play when you can, which is great. So if you can't make it out, no worries. You're still able to pick up your points the next week. So come check us out on our 4 nights that we have going on here. Keep an eye out on the KW site, KW Facebook page, and for our December tournament. That's kind of still, we're in the works with that there. We're just looking for a venue, but check us out. Keep those views, those likes, keep them coming. Any comments you have about the podcast here, just leave a comment, send a message on Facebook. We like hearing from you guys, hearing what you guys want to see, who you want to see, what you want to hear talked about. We've got a couple more things in the works here with this year. So the new year is going to be big for the Down and Back podcast, because we've got some stuff in store, which is some fun stuff. So till next week, keep checking us out on Facebook, keep throwing those bags, keep them going, and have some fun. See you next week.